Hey, it's Victoria Gallagher, the Law of Attraction hypnotist, and just had somebody comment on one of my videos on my YouTube channel. It wasn't even really related to this topic, but I wanted to make a little video about this because I just want to clear this up. So the guy commented on my video saying, "You seem like a woman who has never experienced adversity." And of course, obviously, nothing could be further from the truth. I've experienced plenty of adversity. I grew up as the kid that was bullied in school for years and years. Um, I've been through some real tough times, with relationships, been through tough times with my weight. I have had to file bankruptcy. I've hired the wrong people to develop my app and went into debt, up to my ears, felt completely overwhelmed, have been married and divorced. I've been in the hospital with lung collapse. I've had my family completely turn against me. I've had, my share of adversity. Now, the thing is that just because I don't sit here and talk constantly about all the diversity or in what's the word I'm looking adversity that I have experienced throughout my life does not mean that I haven't faced it. And so here's the thing. What I have done is I have committed my life to personal development. If I hadn't committed my life to personal development, I probably would maybe not even be here. Who knows? Maybe I would have, gotten so depressed over the things that have happened to me that more things would have continued to happen to me, and I would have attracted more misery, more adversity, and more bad things. And that's how it tends to go when you focus upon those things. You just continue to bring more and more about. But because I chose to work on my mind and work on my emotions and grow myself as a human being and be a person who is about helping others, which is my whole life's work. Decided pretty much from the time that I was 18 that I wanted to be on this self-improvement path. And then pretty much from the time I was 28, I decided that I wanted to help other people with their self-improvement so that they could feel better about themselves, so that they could achieve their goals, because it's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for anyone. And so what I chose to do is to work on my mindset and work on controlling the the reactions to things that go on. Every single day. Every single day is an opportunity where you're met with some type of adversity. I mean, you can wake up in the morning and have a little pain in your body, and you can kind of choose to lay around all day with that pain, or you can get up, you can stretch it out, you can walk it out, and you can choose to have a better day. And all of these things, they require you to tap into a certain number of qualities. And I always think about, what are the states that we can tap into? What are the qualities that we can bring about? What are the strengths that I can use to tap into to get through that? And one of, I think, the biggest strength is perseverance. All right. So when you're met with adversity, what do? Do you give up? And do you just say, okay, I am doomed to a life of failure? Or do you say, no, I'm going to get up, I'm going to dust myself off, and I'm going to try again? Another quality that we can embrace is just, the discipline. Having the discipline to continue to pursue something even when it seems like it's not working out. Having the discipline to, get up and go for a walk every day, to eat the correct foods every day. This is what caused me over the last 6 months to be able to shed 35 pounds from my body. Having the discipline to go on social media every day, whether you feel like it or not, to put the makeup on, to do the thing that's going to ultimately lead you to find the people who you can help, which is what I'm all about. Having the confidence or building the confidence, having the faith, having the strength, having the gratitude, having the motivation. These are all things and aspects of ourselves and traits that need to be developed. And, that is why a number of years ago, about a decade ago, I created Personal Growth Club, because these are like 60 different traits that when you develop these traits within yourself, you become strong, you become resilient, you become uneffable with, you become somebody that in the face of adversity, you don't fall down, you get back up, you're strong, and you're able to carry on. So I would just invite you to, if you're somebody who takes a look at somebody who is a successful woman who has, written about a dozen books, who has created an app, I'd like you just to tap into your own self and ask, like, what do you think it maybe took for that person to get to that point? Do you think that it was just a perfect straight road to get to that? Or do you think maybe, there could be some unseen things that person went through? And because I think we all experience adversity at multiple levels. I haven't experienced the same kind of diversity that other people have experienced. I mean, luckily, I have been in a really healthy, loving relationship for the better part of my life. That was by design. I wasn't always in a very healthy, loving relationship, but I was able to. And so I'm not saying that came about necessarily by luck, even though I said I've been very lucky. I've created that luck. I have chosen to assume responsibility for my part of the unhealthy relationships that I was in, and chose to attract people or a person that has the traits of a successful, that would lend itself to a successful relationship. And the same thing holds true with business. I've had a lot of luck in business, but I've also had a lot of very unlucky encounters. And all of these unlucky encounters are things that at the end of the day, we all choose the path that we decide that we go. We all have responsibility in being exactly where we are right now. Whether you like it or not, you do. It is just, we don't necessarily get to choose the things that come at us, the things that happen to us, the events that happen in the world that we, happen to fall into. We don't choose the earthquakes or the fires or somebody stealing your money or whatever it is. We don't choose those things, but what we do choose is we choose how we grow from that, how we respond to that, how we move through that, how we process that fully. And we get to choose, what are we going to do moving forward? Are we going to dwell on that? Or are we going to say, you know what, I just have lived this life of adversity and I have no choices and nothing good ever happens to me? Or do we get to choose to respond to that and say, you know what, I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to grow from that. I'm going to choose now, what do I want instead? What am I going to focus on? What am I going to move toward? And that is how we grow. And so just remind yourself, just because you see people on the internet that look famous, look successful, that look like they have millions of dollars, that look like they just, didn't really have to try that hard to get there. Um, you just never really know what's going on in a person's life. You never, ever really know, unless, of course, they share everything with you, but not everybody shares all of the struggle, all the hard work that it took to get where they are. And I'm at a point in my life where the thing is that I have worked extremely hard to get where I am. And that has actually been something that I'm trying to let go of. Like, I'm actually, like, working hard for me has been like almost like a badge of honor. Like, you better know how freaking hard I work to get here. And the thing is I've had this realization that I'm really trying to work toward letting go of having to feel like I have to work hard in order to feel like I deserve to have the things that I've earned by this point. At this point, I am working toward a point where I can feel like a princess. I can feel like I can just snap a finger and boom, everything comes easy and effortless to me. I would love that. And I am inviting that, and I am wanting to shift into that. So if that's how people perceive of me, wonderful, because that is definitely an energy I'd love to step into. But for now, I can pretty much guarantee you that, I have been through probably more adversity than people could possibly imagine. My life on the inside looks nothing like what it looks like on the outside. I have just overcome a lot, and I've done that because this is my life. My life is about helping other people. It's not about complaining about all the shit that I've been through. It is about rising above so that I can be the kind of person who's been through the experience, who can help other people to get to the other side for them. So that's my message for today, and hope that you have learned something from this experience about yourself, not about me, but this message is for you to understand yourself more and what it's actually going to take for you if you want to overcome adversity. What is something that you need to tap into today in order to help yourself to experience more of what you want and less of what you don't want? So that's it for me today. I'm Victoria Gallagher. I'm the Law of Attraction hypnotist, wishing you an amazing day. Bye for now.